Hello, everybody. Welcome to our meal planning party call. I wanted to, before people jump on, I wanted to quickly show you guys the resources that I use every week that are available for you too in our group that I've found really help me. Oh, look, somebody hopped on. Hey, Karen. All right. I started talking already because nobody had jumped on, but I will do that another time. So I will. I was going to share my screen and show people how to access the meal planning grid that I use for anybody who doesn't know, because I was a little late in jumping on. But how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I just finished my workout, so I'm like.
You want to say hi and then you're going to go, okay?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Oh, that's good.
She was up all night throwing up, so we had a rough night. But she's feeling human, right? You feel better? Yeah.
Yeah, poor baby.
How's your daughter?
Better, thank God. It's a UTI. She does get them. I don't know why. I have two daughters and she gets them all the time and my other one never gets them.
Oh, wow.
So I asked the doctor, why does she keep getting them? And they said that it's just some people are more prone to them than others for some reason. I don't know why. But she feels better.
You ready? You're going to go? All right, close the door for mommy, okay?
Bye.
Bye. So cute.
Thanks.
So how you doing, Carrie Danielle?
Morning. Just woke up. I just taking a class all
Did
day.
you have a lot of margaritas last night?
Yeah, too.
I never liked margaritas even when I drank. Unless they were on the rocks. I liked them on the rocks. I didn't like the frozen ones.
No, I don't like the food. I mean, I went out for lunch and I had one at lunch. And then I made them from home, but I was making them skinny, so they were clean. So orange juice and tequila and a little bit of agave, because obviously when you drink them out, they put syrup in and it's so unhealthy.
Right.
But my mouth is turned inside out from the lime juice that I can sour. All I'm doing, I've been waking up in the middle of the night just drinking water. My body's sour.
Yeah, I know.
But they were healthy.
So I already started recording because I was like, you know what? I'll jump in. I should have jumped in a little bit earlier. And I was going to share my screen and show everybody how to access the Challenger Journal in case they didn't know. But that's okay. I'll do that next week. So anybody who's watching the recording, I will do it next week. So you're doing you're doing 21 Day Fix, right?
Yes.
Week 2?
Yeah, I lost a week with the flu, so I'm kind of backpedaled.
Okay. All right. So, and I think I'm going to I've never done it before. It's called Clean Week. It's a 1-week program that Beachbody has. Everybody has access to it in their all access pass. And it's kind of a way, all different types of exercises, but it's just a 1-week program because I don't have a full 3 weeks again. So I'm thinking about doing that.
That's cool. I'm going to look into that too because, I like the Transform 20. It's great. The 21 Day Fix, but I'm trying to look for some other options too when that finishes, Yeah.
I like to recommend for people, it's not an autumn program, but it's 22-minute hardcore. I loved that program. That was my 3rd program I did. So I did 21 Day Fix, then I did 21 Day Fix Extreme for a few weeks. I liked it, but I didn't really love it like I did 21 Day Fix. But then 22-minute hardcore, I don't know, because it's completely different than 21 Day Fix. It's so different that my body, I got to my goal weight, my body, I noticed a big change in my body with that program. And
cool.
Workouts are only 22 minutes.
Yeah, so I like that.
It was some days he adds on the abs, so it's a little bit longer. But even when he adds on the abs, it's really not more than 30 minutes, which you're used to. So
Awesome.
I never did the full program. I tried a couple of his things here and there, a couple of the 22-minute hardcores, and I really liked it. I was actually considering doing.
I mean, I sweat like in those 22 minutes. I don't know. It was tough. It wasn't easy, but I definitely got stronger. I got to my goal weight. I saw a lot of good changes from it. So you might want to.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. And Tony Horton, he's funny. He's always cracking jokes and stuff like that. So he's good. He's not as inspiring though as Autumn. I don't think anyone. Maybe Shaun T. Her and Shaun T are very similar, like how they motivate and like they say really inspirational things while that you're working out. But like Tony's more like he's like a jokester.
Okay, cool. I'll check it out.
All right. So, how are you doing, Susan?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. I'm here this week. How is everybody?
Good.
Good. I have no exercise news to
That's
report.
okay. That's all right.
But I do have some food things I wanted to share with you.
Awesome.
Yesterday from BJ's, we had gotten it's a fresh turkey breast. It's almost like a roll. It comes in a net. You have to take the net off and then just use string to tie it together. And this is what I used to put on it, this Bell's turkey seasoning. It has a lot of good poultry flavoring in it. And I put a little garlic powder in addition, and also paprika, and I put a drizzled olive oil, EVOO, on the top, and I cooked it to about 175 degrees for about an hour and a quarter, and it was absolutely delicious. It was moist, it was tender, and it's so super healthy. The kids had that, they loved it. They ate like the whole thing. We consumed the whole amount. It was like 3.5 pounds, and solid meat. So I'm going to make one maybe on Thursday for us because there were no leftovers. It was just so good. So I'll make that one day. And also I wanted to share with you, my kids on Saturday morning when they sleep over, they're so picky about food. So I decided instead of asking what they want, where everybody goes in different directions, I surprised them by making a healthy French toast. So this is my tweak recipe. Yeah. All right. I used the regular, the whole eggs. Instead of whole milk, I used almond milk. Yeah. And instead of sugar, I used honey. And then also instead of the regular syrup, we used maple syrup, and I put a little extra cinnamon in it to disguise all those little tweaks. And the kids absolutely loved it. So it's a very, very healthy way to make the French toast. Yep. So I just wanted to tell you about that. There was something else, but I got up late and I couldn't write it down.
Oh, that's okay.
So if it comes to me, I'll let you know. Okay.
Sure. Yeah, the French toast, I've done that before for the kids, and they really like it.
It's delicious. Oh yeah. The last thing I wanted to tell you is I'm going to make a stew this week. A nice, healthy, funny stew. And that's my plan so far because it's only Saturday.
I know. We're doing a beef stew for dinner also. I forget what he said we're going to do for the other dinner. And then for breakfast, we're keeping it really simple this week because we don't want to have to, like last week, we did so much cooking that it took so much time. So we want to keep it pretty easy. So we're doing the crock pot oatmeal because it's really quick and easy. And we're doing a frittata again because it's a good go-to. I don't know if he's doing I think he's doing the Instapot frittata. It's a goat cheese and red pepper. It's very good. And then I don't know I think for lunches we were going to do a salad. Oh, we're going to do a clean chicken salad for lunch. So to do that, I've done it before. It's really delicious. You do apples in it with chicken. And then sometimes I put craisins, but you could also use grapes if you don't want to do craisins. I do some walnuts, a little bit of walnuts in it. I use 5% plain Greek yogurt instead of mayonnaise. 5% or whole milk, because it will be very creamy and you won't have any zing at all. It's a little bit higher in fat, but that's okay. It's still much higher in protein than fat, so it's good. And what else do we put in that? Salt, pepper, probably. I think that's it. Apples. But yeah, he's gonna make them into wraps, and I might make it like on top of a salad or maybe a pita. I like them in a pita bread. So we're doing that for lunch. I don't know what the other lunch will be. Beef stew, and I don't remember what the other dinner. Oh, spaghetti and meatballs. Because he put that on me because that's my thing. So he's like, I can't do all this cooking. You have to do some. So I'm making spaghetti and meatballs. And I usually like ricotta cheese on top if I do ziti. because that's a protein also. And I keep promising you guys the meatball recipe. I promise you, I will give you my meatball recipe. I love it. You actually microwave the meatballs, believe it or not, instead of pan frying them, but they come out so moist. You cook them very slow in the microwave at a very low temperature, almost like a defrost temperature, and then you flip them. I'll write it in the recipe and I'll share it with you guys. But they come out, they're so moist you would never know it's turkey meat because they're like moist.
When you said the chicken salad, just reminded me we will have the extra turkey. Turkey salad's delicious too.
Yes.
So I'll do that with the craisins and the apples, exactly like you said. I'll try it with the yogurt. I'll be brave.
Yeah.
I might just put a little mayonnaise in it, just so my brain says there's mayonnaise in it.
Yeah.
But
that
sounds delicious with the turkey.
Yeah. If you use don't do a low fat yogurt. Do either a 5% or higher, like even whole milk one. You will not know the difference because it's so creamy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. What about you, KD?
I have no idea.
Wake up, KD.
I have no idea. I do have to go. Greg's mom had rotator cuff surgery last Monday, so she's only like a week out of it. So I told her that I would go over there and help her. Whatever meals we make, we're going to double the meals so she has food there because her husband was off from work last week to help with food, but she's kind of on her own. So she had suggested that I just make her like chicken skewers and roasted vegetables because she said anything is difficult to really just eat. She needs to just eat with one hand. She can't use her arm still at this time. So I think I'm going to make maybe chicken skewers and then vegetables, and then maybe I'll keep those for lunches for myself. That's all that I was thinking about so far.
That's a good idea.
I really have to kind of coordinate with stuff that she wants. I can maybe make an Instant Pot recipe. She loves a lot of the Instant Pot soups. There's not a barley soup that she made Instant Pot. There was some Instant Pot soup that she loved with lentils in it. That was the Confessions of a Fit Foodie one, so maybe I'll look that up if she could eat that. I gotta kind of coordinate with her.
You know what I'm trying today for lunch is you can get cauliflower crust already done. Like Trader Joe's has it, I know. Like it's already done. You have that?
I made it last night.
How was it?
Oh my God. I took that. I took a little bit of Trader Joe's pesto. So I made it. You have to cook it and broil it on both sides because it does get really crispy. You want to make sure that it's cooked on both sides.
Okay.
Pizza you were going to say, right?
What?
You were going to say the pizza you were talking about, right?
Yeah.
I was just like, wait, I interrupted. That's not what you were going to talk about. I put a little bit of pesto, and then I had just cheese, a little bit, like not a lot, like maybe 2 blues for the entire thing. And then you just put it back in the oven on broil. When I took it out, I just put like 4 little pieces of prosciutto on top, and then arugula, done. So good. It was like a pizza that you would have at like California Pizza Kitchen, like something that was like delicious. And it was so healthy. And then you don't feel guilty at all. Like we ended up splitting it just because we were eating it as we were doing stuff around. But like if I would have eaten the entire pizza, it's just cauliflower. It doesn't matter then, you know? So then just put a little less blue, and it was so.
I'm going to do, we made a clean taco meat last week. It's like has zucchini in it. It's delicious. You know who made it's our favorite thing. It's the recipe. I shared it in the group, but it's, you know who it is? It's Paula Dean's son, believe it or not. Paula Dean, you know, she's all with the extra butter and the cream and the, you know, she's on the Food Network. Her son probably was like, well, she's got the market cornered on butter, so I'm gonna go the healthy way. And he does all like clean recipes. So his they're like taco meat, but you put zucchini in it and it's delicious. So I'm gonna do the cauliflower crust with the zucchini taco meat, and I'm gonna put shredded like Mexican cheese on top. And I saw somebody do it recently with regular taco meat, and it looked really good. So that's my lunch today.
Sounds really good.
And Georgiana, what's his name? Does he have things on the internet that we can look at?
Yes. What's his name? It's Dean is his last name.
Bobby Dean?
Bobby, I think it's Bobby Dean. I think. He's great.
Not be confused with Bobby Flay, okay?
I know, right? Because I love him too. He's great. My husband, he loves cooking. I think I told you guys this. And when we were first married, he would wake up on a Saturday morning at like 5 o'clock in the morning, like hours before I would get up, and he would make a pot of coffee and just watch the Food Network with a pot of coffee. And that's how he learned how to cook. Like he loves the Food Network. We don't watch it anymore, but that's how he learned.
Awesome.
So Karen, what do you think you're going to eat, or you don't know yet?
Well, I'm doing, excuse me, I'm doing your turkey meatloaf recipe this week. So I'm excited about that. I also buy those mini peppers, and I used to make an appetizer, and it was terrible with fat and everything because you would put cheese and cream cheese and all this stuff in it. But I was kind of thinking that maybe I might modify it and use Greek yogurt to give it that creaminess. And my family loves them, so I'm going to try and modify that because we use that as like a little side dish and then have a vegetable for dinner, you know? So I think we're going to try something like that. I'll post the recipe if it works, but I figured we're going to try it before I share it because it's kind of a gamble.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what I love about so many things, like foods that I love to eat. You can make quick little tweaks, and then Susan's talked about that in the past too, that you could still eat the stuff you like. You just have to change it. We did that with that chicken chili we made. It's delicious, by the way. It's spicy, but it's delicious. And what we did was it called for sour cream at the end. So we used 2%. I used 2% because 2% has more of a zing like sour cream does. Right. So I did 2% plain Greek yogurt. You can't tell the difference, and it's delicious. So sometimes
have any of you guys tried the gnocchi from Trader Joe's, the cauliflower gnocchi?
Oh, I went there to get it, and they were out. Every time I go, they never have it.
Yeah, I hear great things. I want to try it, and I couldn't get it either. So I was curious.
Is that like a pita bread? You'd cut it or what? I've seen them in the store, but
the gnocchi?
Yeah.
It's like regular gnocchi, like the potato gnocchi that you would
eat.
That.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
You were talking about there was like a flatbread that had that name. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, it's cauliflower. It's made with cauliflower instead of regular flour. Yay! What's up, girl? You can't see me, can you? Swipe or do something. You can hear me. I can tell. She's like, what the hell is going on?
She's on mute, I think.
Probably. I mute people when they come in. I don't want to hear you people. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Can you see us? There's a little.
I'm here.
Yay! We were just talking about food, girl. I'm hungry.
Oh my God. I just finished my workout.
Me too.
I'm so excited that we're
finished. It's something about the last day.
Oh my God.
I was peace out.
Did you tear up? I totally teared up.
Oh, well, guys, the end of Transform 20, they're all, Shantine's crying. Everybody's crying on the set. I did not tear up. I did with 80 Day Obsession when I did that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, guys.
Thanks. I can't wait to do it again.
I have to actually start it. I have to start it up a week early. Did you see my post last night?
Yeah, I did.
So it's all right. Yeah, I'm gonna just go a week early.
That's fine. You'll be a week ahead of us. It'll be good. You'll be our inspiration to go forward. So I guess we were just talking about what we're eating. We got through a lot, and then somebody was just sharing. Who was it?
She's so cute.
All right, I don't remember who was sharing. We were talking about the chicken salad, the chili. What was the other thing?
We were talking about the gnocchi.
Oh, yeah.
So hopefully somebody gets some and gives us some feedback. That's what I'm hoping.
I've heard it's delicious. I heard from other coaches that I'm friendly with on Instagram. They love it. But I purposely went to Trader Joe's to get it.
Yeah.
And they never have it. So they must sell out very fast.
I saw a lot of people also talking about they had Kung Pao calamari. So it was kind of like breaded, and then you bake it, and then you put the sauce stuff on it. So I got it, not really paying attention to it, and it was super high in sodium, a lot of other stuff in it, and I ate it. I only had a couple of pieces of it. It was delicious. I feel like you have to kind of be careful sometimes with that Trader Joe's. I love Trader Joe's stuff, don't get me wrong. But sometimes that prepared stuff, you're like, oh, I didn't realize it was actually that bad. Everyone was talking about it.
And yeah, I think the cauliflower nook. Oh, good. Someone else hopped in.
Denise, yay!
I feel so bad because people come on, they're like, wait, what? She's gone.
She's there for a hot minute. Hi, good morning.
I think the gnocchi's okay because I think it's just gnocchi. I don't think that like you're saying, like all that stuff, the Trader Joe's stuff even has so much sodium. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, a lot of the additives in the sodium, like a lot of those frozen things. People say, "Oh, it's good to quick and easy to have in the house." I'm like, it is, but just like anything in the supermarket, those quick and easy kind of prepared stuff, even though it's Trader Joe's that we all love, you have to watch on that. Denise, you're on mute. You have to click your screen and unmute it.
Morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I laid in bed a little too long this morning.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh my God. Good morning, Katie. Someone has a little
I'm so scared to do this workout.
Oh, you have to do Shawnathon?
Yes.
Oh.
Georgiana, how was it?
It was really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I will tell you that the time, so the girls who are not doing Transform 20, the second to last workout is an hour. And it's scary because it's like you're so used to 20 minutes and then all of a sudden you have to do 3 of them at once. And it's a lot worse than you in your head than it really is in reality. So like
I might do double energized.
I double energized. What I did was, I don't know if you have any hydrate. I did 1 energized before, and then I put half an energized in my hydrate during. So like halfway through the workout, I could get more like because but like you know what it was like it actually goes faster. It goes faster than you think it will. And like before in the beginning, it's like oh my god, and how like you see the time 59 minutes, and you're like But then you know what? It's like 38 minutes, and then it's like, all right, only 1 more 20-minute session.
Yeah, the last 20 minutes was tough. I was tired.
My Transformers went down, like my energy levels down. Like
at that point, I was like, I just want to finish. I don't care about my numbers right now.
Exactly. Like you just want to get through it.
You actually do 3 rounds of it, like 3 sets of Transformers.
Yeah, it's 9 Transformers. Yeah, it was tough.
You can do it though. You really can. Just go slow. Don't worry about having to beat your numbers or anything. Just take it slow. Take breaks. Take water. You can get through it.
Yeah, pace yourself. We took a lot of breaks.
Back to the food.
We're almost finished.
So I'm eating, so I was telling the girls, I don't know if you, just to recap you, I'm doing a chicken salad that I'm excited about that I've made before. And I put apples in it and chicken and craisins and walnuts.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's really good. And then I put like either 5% or whole milk plain Greek yogurt instead of mayonnaise. And it's delicious. And you can put it in a wrap or like a pita or something like that. And I'm doing beef stew and spaghetti and meatballs for dinner, and a crock pot oatmeal and a frittata for breakfast. And that's all I got so far. Susan is doing what was it again?
Oh, the Purdue fresh turkey breast. I'm going to make the clean chicken salad from my turkey. And I'm going to try the cauliflower crust pizza because I have a hair appointment by Lisa. Where is Lisa these days?
I don't know.
So I'm going to go to Trader Joe's and see what goodies I can get. So I go there every 2 months, I'd say, to Trader Joe's.
She works on Saturday morning, so she said she'll never be able to make these calls.
Oh, okay.
And she lives right by Trader Joe's. Like she said she could walk there.
Yeah.
No, she can't, but okay. You know, I just have, it's kind of like a side thought about these calls. I mean, you call them food calls, but I wonder if it discourages some people that might want to share the you do like exercise. If you could you kind of split it. I noticed each week it's some exercise and some food calls. So if maybe you change the name, you could kind of incorporate both and maybe reel in some people that would like to discuss on the exercise. I don't know if there's enough time to officially make it kind of both, because you do talk about the both.
That's a great idea, because I know some people might have questions or they don't know what program to do next or something like that. So I would hate to do 2 calls because I feel like it's hard for people everybody's so busy
Right.
with schedules. If we could like make it into one, that's a good idea. We could say like from this time, it's only a half an hour, but if we could break it up, like the first 15 minutes we talk about food or the program, and then we talk about the food, something like that.
Right, because I see you kind of jump around back and forth depending when people come on. So maybe you could make a routine of doing, the food first and then the exercise. So if someone wants to come on for a specific time, if they don't have the whole, time, whatever.
Yes.
It's just an idea.
No, I love that idea,
Because
because
people-
you know what it is? Even though we have the check-in and we do comment on each other's stuff, I feel like we don't get that like time to have that little powwow to be like, oh my God, how's it going? Like that kind of thing. So.
You're so organized, Mama. You're so smart. Maybe you can make
No, it was just a thought, because some people may think it's just food and they might want to have a little exercise powwow, which goes on every week anyway. So
Yeah.
good thinking.
I'll be right back, girls.
And I just wanted to mention the recipe with the sloppy joes. The kids love that.
I was just looking. I think I might make
Very,
sloppy
very
joes.
good.
The Fixate one? I don't really look on Fixate enough. I feel like Fixate has a lot of good recipes. And the stuff, like it's different kind of ingredients. And then you make it and it tastes absolutely delicious. I was shocked by how good those Fixate ones were. I know, Denise, you make some sort of a cheese steak or something from Fixate.
Yeah,
I
love I ate it too much, so I have to like take a break from it. It's what's the yellow spice? Turmeric. It's a turmeric rice with onions, green beans, and carrots and rice, and then you cook it, and then you can add any protein on top. I was adding steak because that's what it had in the recipe, but then I started grilling a pork loin and just doing grilled pork on top. I think it's called a cheesy steak skillet. It's really good.
Mm-hmm. You would always talk about it, and I'm like, I have to try it. It sounds delicious. Yeah. Cheesy steak skillet.
I upped the seasonings. Like I added extra just to give it a little bit more flavor, but I love the turkey sloppy joes too.
Mm-hmm. The sloppy joes, yeah.
On Fixate, yeah. Those were
When
my
I do
2
the sloppy
go-tos.
joes too, I'll do it for dinner because I just love it. But I need something with it, but I try not to have carbs at night. So I just did carrot spirals. For some
okay.
reason that made me.
Oh.
I just ate it on a pile of those carrot spirals, and that, to me it almost was like bread-like, because I guess you get a little bit of like chew to the carrot spirals from Trader Joe's. They're really good.
And they're already pre-done, or you do them?
They were the ones that I got from Trader Joe's were frozen. It was like a box of them, and you just heat them up in the pan just to kind of like thaw up a little bit. You don't really cook them, and then I just put them on, and then threw the sloppy joes on top. It was really good. It's just a little. I don't even think I put like olive oil or anything. I just think it was just water. And you kind of like steam them a little bit, just to thaw them out. But you can buy them in the supermarket too. I find them super expensive. I just don't have a spiralizer myself.
I've used them once. Like I got them, like you said, from the supermarket. I like that they're frozen, the ones you use. I've gotten them in the produce section, like just regular, not frozen. And I don't like them at all. Like I felt like they came out slimy and too mushy.
No, the only ones I ever had was the
I might have thrown it out. But Karen had a good thing that she was talking about. She's going to be making something that like her family really enjoys eating, but is unhealthy. But she's going to tweak it and make some changes and alternatives to what it is so that they can make it healthier and see if they still like it. So I was just kind of curious if anybody else has done that with anything. Like I know I've done that. What did I do that? I did that with the chicken salad. So like instead of using mayonnaise, I'll use Greek yogurt. Do you guys do that at all?
Yeah, I've done chicken salad with Greek yogurt instead of mayo. I don't like to put the mayo in, or even a Dijon mustard even. That's interesting too, because it gives it a nice spice to it, but you can't use too much.
I've
I
tried
haven't
to
done
do,
chicken salad in a long time. I should make some this week.
yeah, it's good. And I with the Dijon, I've done that with tuna. Because I love, but see, I'm like Susan. Susan loves mayonnaise and tuna. So do I. It's very hard to get that, like with tuna specifically. I don't know. The mayonnaise is so
The
good.
Sunkissed tuna packets now, they have like buffalo tuna and like lemon flavored tuna packet, even salmon and chicken. I love just throwing that over a salad. It's so easy. Like it's just literally tear open the pouch, put it over a salad, and it's an instant protein that's already flavored up. You don't
That's
even need to
great.
add mayo to it,
And there's no mayo in it or anything.
No, none of
And it
them.
doesn't taste too fishy because it's got the flavor.
Yeah, it's got buffalo. Some of them you can do buffalo. I think there's a sweet and sour one, and then there's a lemon flavored one. And it sometimes you're lucky and you can find like the salmon packets and the chicken packets with the tuna, so you can switch it up. I get a whole bunch of them at once, so that I could just, if I don't have a protein for my salad, I can always just throw it on because it's like, it's in a package. You don't have to even put it in the fridge. So it's perfect. It's a nice quick and grab protein when I don't have chicken ready or shrimp ready, for salads. So I do that a lot.
That's great.
But then you don't need to add the mayo, so then you skip it on the mayo,
Yeah, I know. And I just don't like the low fat mayos or I don't know. I've tried avocado, instead of mayo on, what I do, is I'll do, I think I've shared it with you guys, cinnamon raisin Ezekiel bread, and I toast it, and then I put avocado on it, and then turkey, and oh my God, it's like Thanksgiving in your mouth. It's so delicious. It's so good because it's got the sweet and the salty and the creamy. It's just got everything. So that's really good, but I don't know. I've heard people do avocado in their tuna.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen recipes like that too. I haven't tried it yet though.
Me neither.
And speaking of tuna, one of Carrie's favorites, I make a vegetable tuna and I chop into it, besides the celery, I put peppers and carrots. And even when you make any salad into a chopped salad, when you chop it up, it becomes a little more juicy. So that makes it where I don't have to put as much mayonnaise into it. So that's a good thing. Vegetable tuna.
Thank you. I wrote that down, and I wrote the Sunkissed.
It's delicious.
I missed
right, Carrie?
It is good, but I can only have, I am my mother's, so I can only have tuna if it's got globs of mayonnaise in it, and you don't even taste the tuna.
You know what I used to love? This is so bad. It's like tuna with mayonnaise, all of it, the onion, lots of onion and mayo, and I would put extra onion on top, and then I would put potato chips on top.
Oh.
Lay's are the best. The Lay's potato chips, because they're flat. So unhealthy, but delicious.
But the best thing about that is you said you used to. So
yeah, I haven't done that. I can't remember the last time I did it. But one of these days I'll do it again just because I miss it. But I'll account for it somewhere down the line. And the worst would be that I have it on Wonder Bread. Wonder Bread is I don't even like it anymore. It's too gummy. It gets stuck on the roof of your mouth. I like I love the Dave's bread. That's my favorite.
It's a gluten-free one, right?
It's gluten-free. It's got a green label to it. It's got a gazillion nuts and whatever seeds in it. It's very good.
Denise, what's your plan for food this week?
Well, one thing I wanted to, for the Fixate Sloppy Joes, I put corn tortillas in the air fryer, and I just eat it with the corn tortillas. I make my own chips. And that's really good for the Sloppy Joes, because if you're looking for something different that's to go under it, because it tells you to do bread, and I was like,
yeah, I usually will do the toast. I'll do the Dave's bread and I'll toast it, and then I'll do that on the bottom. But those chips, that's what I've been wanting to do. So we have an air fryer.
Yeah, there's 2 tortillas is 100 calories.
I know, they're great. And I love that taco meat. That would be great for that taco meat. What do you just put it on and then cut it after, or do you cut them into chips, into slices?
I slice them into chips and then I spray them with a little bit of Pam, and then I do put salt on them just because I feel like it needs something. And then I just put them in the air fryer for, I don't know. It depends if the air fryer's hot, they go really, really quick. But if you just start it from cold, it takes 5 to 10 minutes.
What else do you make in
I
the
need
air fryer? I'm very in.
We do I'll do like a piece of pork, and I bread it. But Brian eats that, which is nice. We haven't made our grocery list yet. That's what we're gonna do. But I usually eat the same thing. I usually do a banana with peanut butter with my shake. I usually do a salad for lunch. I think I'm gonna do something different. I think I might do. My mom's got this recipe for like a hamburger soup. You like use lean hamburger meat and then beef broth and lots of vegetables. So I think I'm gonna make that. She got an Instapot, so I'm gonna go try it.
You're gonna love it.
I'm gonna have to get one. But I haven't done dinners for the week yet. I have to plan that out with Ryan. So
You know what I was just thinking? Because I said I was going to do that chicken salad for lunch. I wonder if on the other day, besides the chicken salad, I do like a chicken or turkey burger. I've seen those are really good with like, yeah.
I got. Do you guys go to Price? Do you have Price Chopper? You don't.
Karen does.
Karen does. Because okay, so I have to drive like 45 minutes if I want to go to Trader Joe's, but or Market 32. They've got this chicken sausage.
Oh, very cool.
Hot Italian chicken sausage. It's 130 calories for a link, and the links are pretty big. And I went and got that because I knew I'm trying to have a better week this week. Actually have a plan, so
That's great. Yeah.
I've taken those chicken sausages just like that, Denise, and put them on a pan in the oven with just peppers
Yeah.
chopped up. So it's one pan done. And then you take the chicken sausages out because those cook quicker. And the peppers and onions, I leave in there for an hour, and I just just move them around like every 10, 15 minutes. So delicious. And then it's no carbs. I'll literally just have that with a pile of the sausage and peppers and onions.
These ones are raw, but you still think I can do it like that?
Yeah, you just have to keep an eye. You just on the back of it, it should say how long to cook them, or you can Google how long to cook like raw chicken sausage. It'll obviously be a little bit longer. I use the ones that are pre-cooked.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could totally just cook them in the oven, probably like 400 or something, and then just slice it up and make sure that it's cooked through the middle, and take those off and just leave the peppers and onions.
I'm gonna do that.
So good.
I think I might do that too. That sounds awesome.
It's like my favorite, like easy lunch, because then you're not really cooking anything. You're throwing it on a pan and sticking it in the oven.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, there's some weeks where we prep stuff that it's taking so long to prep that the next week you're like, give me the easiest thing that I don't have to cook. Like my overnight oats, stir it in a bowl, stick it in a jar, stick it in the fridge. Like sometimes
I love
for so long.
that stuffed pepper soup with the cauliflower rice.
So good.
So good. And I made like my own version of it, like thicker. Good job, honey. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna mute myself now.
I was going to tell you girls, so I don't know if Carrie Danielle, you've ever had Joe's turkey burgers, Joe and Michelle?
Yes. My mom did similar, but with beef the other day.
Oh, they're the best burgers in the world, and they're turkey. You wouldn't know they're turkey. But
my mom did them with spinach and feta, and my dad really liked them because my dad doesn't really care for like turkey meat and that kind of stuff. But spinach and feta mixed in the burger, and it's so good because it's like
rosemary is the trick. You put some rosemary in there, feta cheese, and what else does he put in there? Spinach. Yeah. And it's delicious. Jackie made them one day. She came over for dinner, and she's like, "Oh, I'll bring turkey burgers." And I'm like, "I don't really like turkey burgers. I like beef burgers." So kind of like the yolks. I like the yolks. So she came over, and I'm like, "All right, fine, I'll eat them." I was like, "Oh my God, these are the best burgers I ever had." And all it took was feta cheese rosemary, and I guess spinach she put in there, and some kind of other spice she said she put in. And I'm like, they're delicious. Like, so anyway, I'm thinking maybe we could make those seem like they'd be pretty easy to do.
Whenever I make turkey burgers, I just am so concerned that it's not cooked all the way through that I probably am just overcooking it, and then it's like dry and not like when you have a burger, you want it to be like juicy. But that, like, it just adds that consistency, that texture kind of.
I got
I
a
wanted to
instant
mention
read
too-
thermometer, and it changed my life with cooking turkey. Everything is so much easier to nail because you really do think it's not cooked, and it reads 165. So $8 at Amazon. It was awesome.
It's a digital one, or you have like how does it
Yeah.
work?
Well, I have both. I have one that you can throw in a meatloaf and leave in the oven, and it shows up outside of the oven what the internal temperature is, so you don't have to open it all the time. Or I have one that's like a wand, and you just stab the meat, and you can, it's a digital read. And both of them were so cheap. It's a great investment.
Thank you so much. We're going to get cut off, so if I don't thank you, thank you.
What were you gonna say, Mama?
Oh, I was going to tell Denise real quickly that if she's just doing the, chicken or turkey sausages in the oven, the regular ones have more fat that comes out, but those are very lean, so she might want to spray the pan or put a little EVO. Otherwise, they do burn. I found that out. And you have to shake them a little bit more. Even when you do them in the pan, sometimes you have to put a little oil in there. Just because they're so lean.
Maybe spray.
And that's it for me. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.